bringing it to you live on 2K Sports. Bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Pulls up. Nice touch on the shot from close range.
Morant using that quickness to his advantage. That time he gets that one to fall.
Butler goes in. Here's Podziemski. Good, and Butler gets the assist.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Watching Morant drive is like watching lightning move across the sky. If you blink, you might miss it.
Now here's Morant after the miss from Stephen Curry. Goes back up. Jackson misses. Podziemski on the wing. Back to Curry. Shoots over Morant. It's rebounded by Memphis. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Payne for three. Kept alive. Here's Heaney. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. And it's the Warriors' ball. It's a three-point game. Here's Butler. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Jimmy Butler just seems to raise his game come playoff time, Brent. It is a thing of beauty.
It's pretty awesome to see that kind of confidence where a guy just lays in the weeds for a little while and then in the biggest moments comes in and stands out. So that's not always just about Jimmy Butler. It's about his team having that kind of confidence in how he performs in the biggest moments.
Left side, Curry. Pass to Green. Just 5 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And again, no good by Golden State. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Payne. Here's Jackson. Another shot. And he lays it up and in.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And the Warriors off to a slow start here. Trailing by 4. Outside, Kuminga. And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Healed right side. Golden State moving it around. 5 to shoot. No good from Payton.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Morant tries again, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Warriors trailed by 4. It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
And the Grizzlies with possession here, following the score by Golden State. .119 left in the first quarter. Podziemski with it. Out to Payton. Outside, Kuminga. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. The Grizzlies on offense. Now, here's Bane. Nothing on the board. No good with the layup. And that's a foul called on Santi Aldama. That's his first foul.
Substitution on the court.
I see him.
Outside Butler.
Baseline.
Pass to Hield. The three. Butler, no good. Memphis leading. Jackson looking around. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And how about the strength of Jackson there? Uses it whenever he's going up inside and fighting through the contact.
Butler. Stolen by Jackson. And Aldama has it in the corner. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And the Grizzlies leading by 6. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, "I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun." You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, D.A.
Well, he's a good shooter from the mid-range. Hield had some breathing room, took a deep breath, and fired. Always impressive when a smaller player has a nose for the ball and rises up amongst the taller ones to grab rebounds.
With so many years in the NBA, you would think Curry would slow down, wouldn't you, Brent? But he remains at the very top of his game.
I think the best part about what we're seeing with Steph right now, Kevin, is his competitive will. You get to this age and you get to this stage after accomplishing all the things that Steph has done, and it's still not enough. So let's keep enjoying him while we can.
That's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Jackson. He has 7. Pass to Wells. From deep. Warriors with the rebound. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Hield outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Jackson. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Coming onto the floor for your Grizzlies, number 22.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Wells. Looking for Clark, and he gets it there. Memphis moving it around. Great D that time from Green.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Here's Kuminga. Still yet to score. Shot clock at 6. Here's Curry. Healed from outside. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46 and 36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. So both teams making some changes here. Warriors trail by 9.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Podziemski on the wing. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Morant with a wide open look. 1:53 left in the first half of the game. Count the basket. Clark's got the lead up to 11 now for the Grizzlies.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Here's Moody. They kick it out to Green. Takes